Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. And for the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Oklahoma Sooners. Helped out the offense with that one. Guys, this rivalry's a throwback. Aren't many left like this where the stadium's divided right down the middle.
So much tremendous history between these two teams. And David, it just always seems in this game, you throw out the stats, you throw out the standings, you throw out the records, and this is just a different energy when we see these teams play.
It's because you bring in the hatred. They don't like each other. The fan bases don't like each other. Texas, Oklahoma, it always means a lot.
He's got him in the flat. Open space at the 25. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And the Sooners will hustle to the line. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some.
Spins away from one. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there to get this offense humming.
It's a draw. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone to pick up a 5 to the 20. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. You guys know I love the history of this stuff. Texas is threatening to put together a run unlike any they've had since the 50s, David.
Texas has been dominating the series, and I can tell you this from college. We had some rivals that we played with that we lost to consistently. Coaches that week got so tight, so tense, it made a big difference, Paul.
Well, I'll tell you, this winning streak by Texas has had a major impact on the football program, too. Of course, the fans bragging, Bevo's strutting, these coaches' salaries, they've gone up because they've been able to win these games and dominate their rival Oklahoma time and time again.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw. He's right on target. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. How about this? They go empty on 2nd and 2. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. You go back over the history of this rivalry, and there's certainly been close games, but there have also been a large number of blowouts, and we had one last year for the Horns, David.
And I think as a Texas fan, you better understand that, because when you win big the year before, OU is going to come out with their hair on fire, Jesse, ready to make a statement.
When I think back to last year's game, the thing that impressed me so much about Texas was...
Got it inside the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Sooner offense returns to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinals saying, no better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
The Sooners are in the hurry-up. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. The run from the shotgun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. No huddle offense to the line.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Quarterback moving. Smart move to get down with the slide.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Here comes the Texas offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels, and you getting a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Finds a man on the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Got the 1st down, looking for more. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. Another big completion for the Sooners, and that's right in keeping with that legacy of great quarterbacks.
Just dudes that can spin it. The offense is always fun. It's always fast. There's a lot of things about Oklahoma that you can count on. And offense and great quarterback play is always good.
Off play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Really need to find find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. And this defense is maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They're working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now. And a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good relief.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Makes his connection. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Trying to get to him. It's complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. It's complete. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Going up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Line gets set. 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got an open man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and go, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man to the left. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this 1st drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
After the misconnection, it's second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Stopped after making the catch.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Got his man in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find us. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. A first down for the offense. They'll give it to the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab, it's Allen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. Here's the return. And the... Down there, he gets the return man on the ground. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Running back goes in motion. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He makes the connection. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, they execute the in route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rifles it down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Fighting off the defender. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage, great job reading the QB's eyes, so there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the catch at the 30. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Longhorns are on the move. He'll keep it himself. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it.
Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Caught behind the line. It's Allen. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Pulls and fires complete. Tackled immediately after the catch. Offense lining up quickly. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Third and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Still running at the 40. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He looks that one in nicely. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Texas offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
The Sooners racing to the line in a hurry-up. Might as well give it to him again. Runs through the tackle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown Sooners! And here they come, almost all the way back. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse.
All kinds of running room. He's at the 40, the 20, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorn! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Fires it incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Sooners in the hurry-up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. It's caught downfield. Snowed under by the defense. quick tempo here for the offense.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatile.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It doesn't get any better from the defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Gets it out quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Working that left side now. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete. The Sooners pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. They'll throw it on 1st down. Coming after it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Lets it fly on the move. And he's got it inside the 10. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Complete downfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Longhorns inside the final minute, trying to protect the lead and the ball. To the air on 1st down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
man, that stings. Your offense has a chance to salt the game away, run the clock out. You're trying to make a play. You decide to throw the football, which we can talk about that decision later on down the road, but you throw the INT. Now you better hope your defense bails you out.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
It's second down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Trying play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Still on his feet at the 45. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. On target to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll start this drive with a pass. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll take another shot here. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, Dave. Free football. And finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the lead here in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. This game always brings out the best in both teams.